Okay, be attentive now everyone. Very first, put tick on capitals. As I said, I am explaining it completely. Just be attentive. Next one I'll be asking you. Put tick on capitals. Partners capital credit side. Buy balance brought down. Ankita 64,000. Isha 32,000. Then put tick on cash and bank. Two balance brought down 26,400. Just talking in between. Now general reserve we will distribute between the partners. So in partners capital credit side, by general reserve 16,800 into 2 by 3 11,200.
Yes.
And 1 by 3 5,600. Old ratio. The journal entry is general reserve account debit. It gets closed. Two old partners capital accounts. So partners capital on credit side in old ratio. Clear with this? Nothing else from the balance sheet. They admitted Arpita as a new partner on 1/4/16 on the following conditions. Ankita sacrificed 1 by 12, underline the word from, her share. And Isha sacrificed 1 by 6, underline from her share in favor of Arpita. That is which situation? Second situation. So working note 1, Ankita, hey, you'll do this working 10 times. Isha, Arpita. Now, old ratio is 2:1. That is 2 by 3, 1 by 3. Arpita is admitted and you are given sacrifice share, which we understand from the word from.
1 by 12 and 1 by 6.
Yes, 1 by 12 and 1 by 6. In the beginning of the chapter, we had done these objective questions. First of all, you make the denominators equal.
1 by 6 into 2 by 2.
So 1 by 6 you will multiply with 2 by 2, it will become 2 by 12. This 1 by 12 will remain as it is. Are you all clear with this? Now, new ratio will find as old ratio minus sacrifice share. So old ratio 2 by 3 minus sacrifice share 1 by 12. Here old ratio 1 by 3 minus sacrifice share 2 by 12. LCM is 12. 12 divided by 3, 4 into 2, 8 minus 1. 12 divided by 12, 1 into 1 is 1. 12 divided by 3, 4 into 1, 4 minus 12 divided by 12, 1 into 2, 2. So 7 by 12 and 2 by 12. Are you all clear up till here? And whatever is sacrifice will be given to the new partner.
3 by 12.
So 1 by 12 plus 2 by 12, new partner will get 1 plus 2 by 12, 3 by 12. Means the new ratio will be 7:2:3. Raise your hand who did not understand this. All are clear with this portion? From sacrifice share, we'll get sacrifice ratio. Sacrifice share is 1 by 12 and 2 by 12. If you remove the denominator, 1:2, 1 by 3, 2 by 3 is the sacrifice ratio. Are you all clear with these workings, everyone? Any doubts in that? Now, adjustment 2. Raise your hand who is still doing the workings. All have completed. Arpita is to bring proportionate capital. First language, I mean you read two languages in the question. One is new partner brings proportionate capital, or he brings percentage of net assets. Here it is given Arpita is to bring proportionate capital. We'll do these workings at the end after balancing of evaluation account. Write on that note in the summary. The above steps will be followed. The above steps will be followed after balancing of revaluation account. Okay, so after we transfer evaluation accounts balance to partners capital account, then we'll start with these steps. So right now, ignore that. Third adjustment, Arpita is to bring her share of goodwill in cash, and goodwill of the firm is valued at 90,000. So two entries will come. First, cash account debit to premium for goodwill. So cash account debit side to premium for goodwill account. Now total goodwill's value is 90,000 and her share is 3 by 12. See here in the working, new partner's share is 3 by 12. So
22,000.
90,000 into 3 by 12. 22,500 she will bring for goodwill. Any confusion in this? Second entry, premium for goodwill account debit to old partners capital account in sacrifice ratio. Two old partners capital, so partners capital credit side by premium for goodwill account in bracket sacrifice ratio, which is 1:2. So this amount 22,500 will distribute in 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 7,500 and 15,000.
Yes.
Okay, 22,500 into 1 by 3, 7,500, 22,500 into 2 by 3, 15,000. Okay, this 22,500 is distributed in sacrifice ratio. Understood that, everyone? Raise your hand who is still doing the goodwill. Fixed assets have to be depreciated by 10%. Now if you see on asset side, there are two fixed assets. Machinery and furniture, both are fixed assets. So both will be depreciated by 10%. Furniture 64,000, 10%, 6,400. And furniture 40,000, 10%, 4,000. So revaluation account debit side to machinery account 64,000, 10%, 6,400. And to furniture account
4,000.
40,000, 10%, 4,000. Are you all clear with this? And minus from machinery and minus from furniture. Put tick on machinery and furniture. Machinery 64,000 minus depreciation 6,400, 57,600. Furniture 40,000 minus depreciation 4,000, 36,000. Okay, revaluation account debit to machinery to furniture. Revaluation account debit, so revaluation on debit side to machinery and to furniture, minus from machinery and minus from furniture. Any confusion in this? Raise your hand who is still doing with furniture and machinery. All are completed. Now all debtors are good. Asset side, yes. Asset side, do you see debtors minus bad debt reserve 3,200? Debtors are good means this 3,200 of bad debt reserve is not required. Normally we write bad debt reserve and evaluation on debit side. Now if it is not required, we'll write it on credit side. So where it's written all debtors are good, write down in bracket Therefore, BDR not required. Therefore, BDR not required. Okay. So in revaluation credit side, by bad debts reserve 3,200. And BDR is not required, so debtors will come with full amount in the outer column. Okay, debtors, put tick on that. Complete 40,000 in outer column. Raise your hand who did not understand the adjustment of debtors. All are clear with this? Next. Insurance premium of rupees 2,400 out of 12,000 is to be carried forward to next year. Underline carried forward and write down prepaid. Means it is for the next year. 2,400 is prepaid for the next year. So prepaid insurance premium to revaluation. To revaluation means credit side by prepaid insurance premium 2,400 and asset side prepaid insurance premium 2,400. Did you all understand this? All adjustments are done. Now, unticked items on the liability side, creditors and bills payable. Raise your hand who is still doing up till prepaid insurance premium. Completed. Now, liability side, creditors 60,000 and bills payable 8,000 as it is. Asset side, stock 13,600 as it is. Did you all write this? Now, revaluations, balancing, debit side is more.
10,400.
10,400 minus 5,600, so 4,800 by partners capital account in bracket loss. We'll distribute it between old partners Ankita and Isha in old ratio 2:1.
200.
So 4,800 into 2 by 3, 3,200
And 1,600.
and 1 by 3 is 1,600. Are you okay with this? 4,800 into 2 by 3, 4,800 into 1 by 3. Raise your hand who did not understand this. Opposite side in partners capital account to revaluation account. $3,200 in Ankita's column, 1,600 in Isha's column. We will find new partners capital. In the second adjustment, it is given that Arpita will bring proportionate capital. Now, how to find that? Understand it. Okay. The steps what I made you write, I'll explain you that now completely. The point is, Arpita will bring proportionate capital. Proportionate means her share is 3 by 12. In the new ratio in working note 1, what did we get Arpita's share?
3 by 12.
She has to bring 3 by 12 of the total capital of the firm. But total capital we cannot find out because that total capital will include Arpita's capital also, which we don't know, we have to find out. So what we do is, we say out of the total share of the firm, Arpita's share is 3 by 12. So can I say remaining partner's share is 9 by 12? Now what we do is we find out remaining partner's capital is how much. That is their capital for by 9 by 12 share. So for Arpita's share 3 by 12, what should she bring? So the steps what we follow is, very first, for the old partners Ankita and Isha, first we find adjusted capital. As I made you write the steps. You do partners capital account credit minus debit. Partners capital account credit minus debit. Okay. Keep writing along with me. First step, what we have to find is old partners adjusted capital. Because total capital of the firm cannot be obtained. So new partners capital we have to find on the basis of old partners capital only. Okay? 64, 75, 82, 700.
Yes.
Credit side total. And 32, 37, 52, 600.
600.
Got it everyone? Partners capital account credit side 82, 700 and 52, 600. Minus debit side 3200 and 1600. We call it as adjusted capital because it is after all the adjustments. 79,500
51,000.
and 51,000. This is the adjusted capital. Okay? One lakh 30,500 is the total capital of Ankita and Isha. Got it, everyone? Now, remaining share, 1 minus new partner's share. What is new partner? Arpita's share. So for Ankita and Isha, what remains is 12 minus 3 by 12. 9 by 12. 1 minus 3 by 12. 12 into 1, 12 minus 3 by 12. What is the remaining share for Ankita and Isha? 9 by 12. Any doubts in this? Now, total capital of the firm would be silence. The adjusted capital of Ankita and Isha is 1,30,500. Their share is 9 by 12. So total capital will be 1,30,500 into 12 by 9. 1,74,000.
Yes.
1,30,500 into the reciprocal of 9 by 12, that is 12 by 9, 1,74,000. Now in that, Arpita's share will be 1,74,000 into her share is 3 by 12. So 43,500.
Yes.
This is what Arpita has to get. Arpita's capital. Do you understand this? After this, you can also do it with logic. See here, for 9 by 12, that is the share of Ankita and Isha. Their capital is 1,30,500. For 9 by 12, their capital is 1,30,500. New partner's share is, so how much will be her share? 1,30,500 into 3 by 12 divide by. Now divide by 9 by 12 means 1,30,500. Can I say into 12 by 9? And then into 3 by 12. That is what we have done here. First we have done 1,30,500 into 12 by 9. We got the total capital. And then we have done 3 by 12, which is new partner's capital. You get the same amount, 43,000. If you can do it with this logic, then no need of these steps. If you understand it. Okay, the share of Ankita and Isha is 9 by 12. We did it. For their share 9 by 12, their capital is 1,30,500. So for new partners share 3 by 12, what will be her capital? 1,30,500 into 3 by 12 divided by 9 by 12. That is virtually the same. So those who understand the logic can do it with the logic. Otherwise, you can remember these steps.
We can even do total capital minus adjusted capital.
Same thing you get. From total capital 1,74,000, 1,3500 is their capital. So remaining 43,500 is new partners capital. That is also done. Understood these steps, everyone? Okay, this is the logic behind it. But I've split this one step into two steps. First, we have obtained the total capital, and from that we find the new partner's capital. Now, Arpita will bring this 43,500. So now we'll pass that entry. Cash account debit to Arpita's capital. When the new partner brings the cash capital in the business, the entry will be cash account debit to Arpita's capital. Anyone still doing the workings? So cash account debit side to Arpita's capital in bracket working note to 43,500. Opposite side in partner's capital account by cash account Arpita's column 43,500. Are you okay with this?
Yes, sir.
Now normal balancing. Partner's capital's closing balance will come on liabilities side. Cash and bank accounts closing balance will come on asset side, and balance sheet must carry. So credit side we already got that 82,700, 52,600. This third partner is 43,500. 82,700 minus 3,279,500. 52,600 minus 1,600, 51,000. And new partner is 43,500. Who balance carried down? That we will write down liability side capitals. Ankita 79,500, Isha 51,000, Arpita 43,500. Total we already know is 1,74,000. Total capital is 1,74,000. Cash 92,400. Buy balance carried down. Asset side cash and bank 92,400.
2,42,242,810.
2,42,000 is it same both the sides?
Yes, sir.
So did all of you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Anyone having any doubt in this question?
No, sir.
So we'll solve one more question. Yesterday I left you early, na? Yes. Make formats for question number 19.